Hey guys, y'all know the vibes. Okay, I'm 1 minute late, but who's counting? Okay, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. But before we tap in, um, please like, subscribe, comment, show your girl some lovey dovey. Okay, and we fit to get ready in politics. You dig?
Hey, welcome, you know the vibes. Welcome to my girl Pretty in Tune channel, where she keeps you up to date with the hottest tea. Download keep you all tappin' and shit. We stay lit on this channel, so fuck with you and stay updated. She will have you laughing and emotional all at the same damn time. So let's get pretty in tune in this motherfucker, you know the vibes. My bish, gon' take it from here, queen in this fish.
Okay, Kendra, thank you. Thank you for the intro. Let's go ahead and get into it. So today we're going to politic up on the EPA warns attack on the U.S. water system. Vulnerable to cyber attacks. An Illinois judge rules migrant can carry firearms. Yes. Illinois judge rules migrant can carry firearms. Repeat. Y'all, let's get into it. Before we get into it, let me go ahead and do this really quick. Okay. Let's go politic up on the first with the cyber, with the water. We're going to politic up on the EPA warns the attack up on the USA. Vulnerable to cyber attacks. Let's go get into that first. Okay. So we got my girl Kendra again. Kendra. So my girl Kendra, she gonna fill you in and let you know what's going on with this cyber attack, okay? And this has been issue a warning, okay? Y'all check this out real quick. Kendra, take it from here, boo.
EP EPA creates task force to bolster U.S. water systems vulnerable to cyber attacks. The Environmental Protection Agency said it is planning to establish a new cybersecurity task force that will help the U.S. water system thwart cyber attacks from foreign governments. EPA officials warned that cyber attacks have already hit some U.S. water systems from countries such as China and Iran, and that it was crucial state governments improve their cyber defenses. The new initiative is expected to identify the most serious weaknesses in the country's water security, but officials said even minor adjustments and updates can help limit or prevent the attacks. The Biden administration has built our national security approach on the foundational integration of foreign and domestic policy, which means elevating our focus on cross-cutting challenges like cybersecurity, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said in a statement. We've worked across the government to implement significant cybersecurity standards in our nation's critical infrastructure, including in the water sector, as we remain vigilant to the risks and costs of cyber threats. We look forward to continuing our partnership with the EPA to bolster the cybersecurity of America's water and wastewater systems. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency claimed more than 150,000 water systems nationwide are now vulnerable to cyber attacks from multiple players, including ransomware gangs and hackers looking to gather customer information, but the most serious threat is still from foreign governments that could damage key water infrastructure. The new task force comes after two recent attacks spooked Biden officials, including when one attack targeted equipment at dozens of water facilities in November and wrote anti-Israel messaging on the equipment, which the Biden administration believes was done by Iran. The other attack was believed to have been orchestrated by China and poses a real threat if U.S.-Chinese relations deteriorate to the point of conflict. Officials are also concerned future attacks could affect Americans' ability to drink water. Drinking water and wastewater systems are a lifeline for communities, but many systems have not adopted important cybersecurity practices to thwart potential cyber attacks, EPA Administrator Michael Regan said in a statement. EPA and NSC take these threats very seriously and will continue to partner with state environmental, health, and homeland security leaders to address the pervasive and challenging risk of cyber attacks on water systems. EPA officials will meet with state environmental and health and homeland security secretaries virtually on Thursday to emphasize every state's need to take immediate action to shield themselves from attacks and highlight current federal and state efforts to promote cybersecurity practices in the water sector. My girl Trini's gonna take it from here. Stock up, guys, and get organized. Take care.
Thank you, Kendra, for that. So let's go ahead and pretty much go over everything that Kendra just spoke about. Okay. So basically, the government is warning people about the attack upon our cyber attacks. Okay. Which is the EPA. They is over the water system. They pretty much protect our water system from any cyber attacks. Okay. They is warning us that China and Iran, okay, could possibly attack our water system. Okay. They saying that this definitely is a big factor. That's why they telling people to pretty much stock up on water. Okay. They can literally target our water facilities. Okay. And this is what they worry about, these foreign governors, which is China and Iran. Literally cutting off our water supplies. So let's just go over some of the cons. Okay, how much it will affect us. Okay, for once, they saying that it can even get to a point where it can affect us drinking the water just in general. Like you won't be able to even drink the tap water. Okay. This is one reason why you really want to stock up on your water collective. Okay, because I feel like this is crucial. They're not really talking about this up on the mainstream. It's like always the important stuff they kind of sweep underneath the rug because they never want people to go out and for once panic buy. For two, just be in panic mode in general. Okay. So you really want to stock up on water. Okay. You even can even fill up some old jugs that you may have laying around the house, some old gallons of waters that you might keep, or some type of jugs. Even if you got empty laundry containers, you can clean them out real good. Make sure you got all the subs out. You want to clean them because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Okay, it can affect you a whole lot if your toilets and stuff can't flush. What if we do get a cyber attack upon the water supplies and we could be out of water? What if it can last for like weeks? Okay. You want to be able to still flush your toilets. Okay, just do some of the basic. Okay, you definitely want to do that, especially if you have kids. I'm just fit to be honest with you. If you have children, young children, big kids, whoever, that's like the worst stuff to have a toilet that's piled up with poop. Because what if, because kids gonna still at the beginning, they still gonna be using the toilet. Even if you like, oh, the water system don't flush, they still gonna be using it. Right? So now you got piled up poop in urine, and now the smell is just atrocious up in the house. You need to at least have some type of water where you can be able to navigate that. Pour water in back of your toilet. Okay, so you can be able to flush the toilet. That's first and foremost. Some people might, you can probably poop up in plastic bags and all that, but that's a whole lot of nasty stuff. Nasty. Not only that, it's just the germs alone. Okay, just thinking about the mess behind, especially if you got kids, the mess behind that alone is just, oh no. Okay, so you want that, and not only that, you need drinking water for self. You need water to drink. You need to be stocking up on bottles of waters and try filling up containers just for simple day-to-day tasks. If you might need to wash some dishes, you might need to take a little quick, um we call it something else, but I don't want to say that. So you might need to take a little quick look, hit the private underarms, real quick to try to freshen up, okay? Because you don't want to be around there. You got all these grown people and even the kids kind of smelling. That's going to be, you want to try to make the predicament that you in as comfortable as possible. So go ahead and stock up on that. Okay. You can also get a 52-gallon like jug off Amazon for $44. They got it on sale actually. They got a 44% off. So y'all can go check that out. They also got it in 52 gallons and 25 gallons. So you can go check that out. You can really utilize that. It's 2.5 feet long, like 2.5 feet wide and height. So those are the dimensions where you can be able to store it somewhere. Okay. Now let's go ahead to the next topic, guys. Let's talk about the next topic. Okay, because this is kind of ludicrous here. We fit to get up on our girl right here. I don't even know her name, y'all. I don't know her name. But she is the one who literally um just ruled that the migrants can carry firearms. Okay. So she just made a rule that migrants can now carry firearms. And this has been Illinois. Is we or is we not living in a purge? Is purging fit to happen? Do we need to be getting prepared? Okay, I feel like we got all the signs to tell you. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. Like if this ain't, and then look at who they got, y'all. They got our own backdooring us from Brandon Johnson to this lady here. They got our own people backdooring us. Okay, I understand she passed this law because she said that this migrant he didn't have a felony, blah blah woo woo. But with the predicaments that we see that's going on with these migrants, the robbery, the carjacking is at an all-time high with these migrants. How dare you even open the door for that? One against 200 people that's theft, and then you know that they had let all these people out of jail and brought them to Chicago, New York, and Denver. How dare you backdoor us like that? And you see they use our kind to do it. They use someone who look like us, so we won't say, "Oh, that's they being racist." Nah, it's your own kind doing it. This is her. This is her right here, guys. Let's go ahead and get into it though. Let's go ahead and Let's politic. Let's go ahead and watch the video.
And bear arms. So rather than the circle with the line through it, we need like a thumbs up emoji there. The case is pretty simple. Police arrested an illegal immigrant living in Chicago with a gun back in 2020. They charged him for violating the federal law banning illegal immigrants from having guns. It's been on the books for a long time. Judge Sharon Johnson Coleman just decided the Second Amendment applies to him, the illegal immigrant, like everybody else, so he can have a gun. In her decision, she wrote that Humberto Flores received and used the handgun solely for self-protection and protection of property during a time of documented civil unrest in the spring of 2020, the summer of love. Court documents show Flores fired the gun at moving cars during the BLM riots in Chicago. He argues police officers warned him about looters who were approaching his neighborhood. Key to this ruling is that the judge says Flores' conduct heavily impacted her decision. He had no criminal record and was not considered a risk to public safety. This case is just one of many challenging that federal statute that prevents illegal immigrants from possessing a firearm. There are cases unfolding in states nationwide. Shan Wu is here, former federal prosecutor, turned criminal defense attorney, once a very senior officer at the DOJ. Good to see you. Should I be shocked that an Obama appointee found a gun control law that she didn't like?
No, but I think it's very fascinating that this whole push towards expanding the deference to the Second Amendment, in some ways, has kind of come full circle here, where something that really seems counterintuitive, the idea that someone who's not here legally still has that right, and you can't use this particular statute, which is commonly known as the felon in possession statute. But the way it's written, she really zeroed in on the language. He's not a felon. And the gray area, of course, is whether or not his status, and frankly, I think the way he was using the gun calls a little bit into question, you know, how peaceful he is.
No, I mean, I guess the question, though, is what constitutional rights and protections then become absolute, right? Because illegal immigrants are still counted in a census. Mm-hmm. That is a huge deal in terms of representation. But then where do we get to right to work or right to vote or right to have this opening Pandora's box?
It could be. I do think, I hate to say this, but I think Congress would have to be a little bit more powerful here, because there's no question that the Constitution applies to people who are not here legally. They're, quote, persons under the Constitution, so that makes perfect sense. The problem here is you need to draw the statute more narrowly, and you might have to actually specify that being here in a non-legal status would also make you not eligible to carry the firearm.
Interesting. You have to think about what you said of Congress actually doing its job, which they rarely seem to be able to do. Key part of the ruling, Justice Clarence Thomas wrote in the court's majority opinion, we hold that when the Second Amendment's plain text covers an individual's conduct, the Constitution presumptively protects that conduct. Look, you talk to a lot of folks. You're pretty popular in liberal legal circles. Was there a bit of chuckling when people read this? Was it sort of, yeah?
I think so. I mean,
a little more than a bit?
Yeah, it feels like a little bit, you know, chickens coming home to roost. So,
in what sense?
In the sense of it's been associated, not entirely accurately, but it's very much been associated with the conservative court, a conservative movement to really expand the protections of the Second Amendment for gun owners. And here, of course, it kind of comes into conflict with the idea of, oh, we also have to include this big issue with
so you said that the immigrants. Congress might have to do its job, right? Flores was here illegally, therefore he broke a U.S. law by coming and by staying. So this isn't that this is that the Second Amendment applies without Congress amending the law. So Congress could pass a law tomorrow that says illegal immigrants cannot have weapons, period.
Right. And
that would fix this situation.
I think so, yeah. I mean, I would agree. You have me in funny positions. I'm agreeing with Clarence Thomas, too. But I think he's exactly right.
It's 2024. Odd things happen, don't they?
It's this presumption the Constitution creates that presumption that whether you're legally here or not, you have that right as a person here. But if the specific law says you're not allowed to possess it because of your status or a crime you've committed, then that would fix the presumption.
All right. Andrew Roberts, I thought, rightly pointed out, he's one of our star producers, that you've got a lot of these cases in different courts. So it probably ends up at the Supreme Court at one point or another. But oftentimes these district judge rulings and everything else play into other cases. And if you, as the left is sort of chuckling and saying, hey, this serves Second Amendment activists right, they're also saying, look, that these kinds of rulings then play into driver's licenses, and whether the driver's license of a California resident who's an illegal alien is valid in Texas. How does that play out now?
That is really the tension with the federalism system. You obviously have situations in many areas of the law where the states have like this patchwork of differing kinds of decisions. And the Supreme Court, I think, it's hard to tell when they're willing to nationalize something. They're clearly willing to do it in the election context here. But for something like this, I think they're going to keep punting to Congress, which, as you're kind of suggesting, means that nothing may happen.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
So, Collector, put up in the comments if you think that this is going to open up doors for chaos. Okay, do you feel like this is the right thing to allow migrants to carry a firearm? Or do you think that this is going to open a gateway for even more crime to heighten? Because it's like at first, with the laws that's out now, if they were to commit a crime, the reason why a lot of them get let go is because due to not having a firearm. Like if they were to have a firearm, like they would have to get a bond. But because it's just theft, no firearm, a lot of them get let go. So my question is, now that this has opened a gateway to where they can actually carry a firearm, what do you think? Is this fit to open up a gateway for the crime to go up? Or do you think that this is very understandable? I don't know, guys. You can look at it from one way, but then you can look at it, because I do get like the innocence. Okay, but what about the ones that would take this and run with it? Okay. What about the ones who would take this and weaponize it? Okay. I don't know. I just feel like we are in a purge, and they keep on saying that this could open up a door to literally a civil war, World War III. Okay, the U.S. against migrants. Eventually something like that will happen. You know, especially if they just doing home invasions, robbery, stealing. It's gonna be as soon it's gonna be an outcry. Okay. And at some point, war will happen, because people have been preparing. You know, a lot of people have been preparing for this, and people are willing to defend their homes, their preps, and everything else by all means. So put up in a comment if you agree with this or if you do not. Okay, until next time, good people, you guys know the vibe. Stay pretty and tuned. But before we go, if you got a website, an e-commerce, or a blog, check this out. You can definitely utilize this system into the my email. It will be up in a bio. Check this out real quick.
Hey, Quick question for you. Do you want to take your website conversions and sales to whole new levels without paying for ads, search engine optimization, or expensive software platforms? If you have tried all the popular methods like pop-ups, overlays, and countdown timers with no results, get ready for 3D Chat Agents, an intelligent smart chat automation technology backed by artificial intelligence. You can now leverage the latest advancements in technology and get access to groundbreaking features like intelligent chat funnels, talking 3D avatars, just like me, text-to-speech, one-click translation, and a whole lot more to drive conversions and results like never before. 3D Chat Agents automatically interacts with your website visitors on complete autopilot to increase sales and conversions. Use this groundbreaking technology to provide customer support, build trust with your buyers, increase average order value, and improve overall customer experience on your site without the need for any virtual agents or staff. Create unlimited smart chat campaigns for your websites, blogs, and e-commerce stores. Automatically book appointments, take orders, collect customer email and phone numbers, offer discounts and coupons to boost your results. Nothing like this is available in the market at any price. Get your very own 3D Chat Agent setup in minutes. Contact us now and ask about our introductory special pricing. We also provide full services installations on your website. Don't miss out on this special deal. Contact us now for a free quote. Thanks for checking this out.
Okay, take care, good people. Until next time, you guys know the vibes. Stay pretty in tune. Peace and love, family. Take care.